Hello and welcome to Wright Network Studios. I'm Andy North, the publisher of Accounting Web, and I'm joined by Joe Dwyer, who is the VP and General Manager for Wright Labs. They've had some recent and very exciting announcements, so I'm just going to talk to Joe a little bit more about what's going on. So Joe, tell me about Wright Labs. What is it?
Yeah, so Wright Labs is the software division of Wright Networks, where Wright Networks is traditionally known as a hosting company. We also now have a software division to go along with it, and I run that division. We have two different applications that we support today. Transaction Pro, which is a well-known product in the QuickBooks ecosystem, and then AutoPHI, which is an integration platform that we use to serve small businesses and software companies.
I see. So tell me about, I read the announcement that you put out. I'm not going to put words in your mouth. Please just explain what it is and what's new.
Right. So what we've done with AutoPHI, as we serve small businesses and ISVs, software companies can now integrate into AutoPHI and retrieve and synchronize data with QuickBooks 24 hours a day, where traditionally that could only be done if QuickBooks was powered on and running. Now within the Wright Networks hosting environment, QuickBooks is on par and equal to the offering of QuickBooks Online,
right,
in terms of data synchronization.
Wow, so now you could be working with one of the apps that previously would have been effectively switched off right, when you're powered down. So that's a 24/7 connectivity.
Yeah, exactly.
So what does that mean for those apps that were designed only to work for QBO, right, and not desktop? Does this mean the ecosystem opens up?
This opens a whole world for those people. When you think of the size of the QuickBooks desktop install base, yeah, software companies that have traditionally only integrated with QuickBooks Online can now build an equal integration with QuickBooks Desktop, where they can synchronize data in the middle of the night, on weekends, do inventory adjustments, any of those things that you might not do when you're live in front of QuickBooks. You can do that any time of day now, and those integrations will be equal to what they have with QBO.
Right, so this is going to open up a whole lot more for accountants and their clients as well.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Exactly right. So the accountants and the clients can now run those workflows in the middle of the night. They don't have to be in front of the machine to do it.
So you're announcing this, is it today? Is this
exactly right, yeah, we're announcing it today.
And it's live?
It's live on Wright Networks today for anyone that integrates with AutoPHI. We call it our always-on technology, and we're rolling it out to users over the coming weeks.
Right. So this is not part of the core Wright Network service. This is an add-on.
This is an add-on to our packages that we have within the hosting environment.
Okay. And what about pricing? How does that?
Yeah, so for pricing, when you think about Wright Networks hosting, we have a good, better, and best solution.
Right.
The AutoPHI ecosystem falls in that better and best platforms. So anyone who uses one of those packages, they're eligible to have AutoPHI installed and up and running in their system.
No extra cost?
No extra cost.
Fantastic. So, okay, so that's going to mean, from a technology point of view, you're opening up the ecosystem. What do you see really as the impact to accountants who may not care so much about the actual technology of how it works? What's going to happen for them?
The big thing for the accountants is that even though they don't use the technology stack, if you will, they're still in charge of making sure books are up to date, recommending applications. And those applications, what we hear is they want to see applications that have the biggest and the best integrations possible. That even if there are bits and pieces that don't work right or aren't part of their integration, it's difficult for them to offer it to their customers. So with Always On being equal to QuickBooks Online, these solutions can be further integrated and run any time of day.
And the apps that are out there, they don't need to. There's no adjustment that they need to make. They just off the shelf
Exactly right. What the software companies need to do is integrate to the AutoPHI API,
Right.
and they get that full QuickBooks desktop integration. So they don't have to write desktop software. They don't have to be keen on how Windows works or anything like that. They integrate to a web API, which is certainly what all cloud apps are used to doing in today's day and age.
Well, it's a question, when I speak to any of those vendors in the ecosystem, they always report to me that the question that comes back to them is, does it sync with the desktop? And it comes time and time again. So this is a great step. I can see this being a real game changer.
Yeah, we are super excited for it. We think it has tremendous benefits to the software companies, but also to the accountants and the end users, and putting people who run on Wright networks, just giving them the availability that they need to their data to work in the modern age.
So Joe, this is it's great to hear this. But what about the ISVs? I mean, how does this impact them?
Yeah, so the ISVs, we look at them as getting as big a benefit as anyone. They can now integrate into QuickBooks Desktop using a full web API. They don't have to write any software for the Windows desktop. They can look at AutoPHI simply as a cloud application and a cloud API where they are used to building their apps today.
Yeah, so it's going to really kind of even the playing field across the board.
Evens the playing field, speeds integration, reduces support where they don't have to support a large piece of the integration as well.
How long have you been working on this?
So AutoPHI is a brainchild of mine. I'm a developer by background, so I'm a technical person by trade. And AutoPHI is something that I've been working on for close to 15 years and been doing QuickBooks integrations for over 17 years.
Wow, right.
So pretty deep.
Almost a life's work.
Exactly right. It's a good part of the career, and really been using QuickBooks Desktop, integrating QuickBooks Desktop, since the early 2000s.
Fantastic. Well, look, I really look forward to seeing this live in the market and seeing what ripples it makes. Great. Fantastic. Very good to speak to you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for joining us. I've been Andy North from Accounting Web and Joe Dwyer from Wright Labs.